Hi, in this video, we'll be talking about how and why lean management came to be. To understand the emergence of lean management, we must first understand the evolution of supply and demand for products and services since World War II. Let's visualize this evolution. The vertical axis on this graph represents product quantity. The horizontal axis represents time that has elapsed since World War II. This is the supply curve, which shows the evolution in the quantity of products manufactured by companies. And this is the demand curve, which shows the evolution in the quantity of products bought by customers. Here we're in the 30 glorious years following World War II, a period during which demand is higher than supply. At this time, the product mix is low, meaning there are few options available for the same product. Thus, for the automotive sector, you have a choice between 1 or 2 car models per manufacturer, and with very few options. Markets are primarily local. Companies push their products towards customers. The organizational model in use is Taylorism. One of the cornerstones of Taylorism is the notion that there are 2 populations within every company, one in which people think and the other in which people do. The people who do are not there to think, just as the people who think are not there to do. Companies operate in silo mode, with white collars thinking on one side and blue collars who are out doing in the field. This is a productivity-based model that focuses on cost reduction. Let's fast forward to the 70s. Supply is now higher than demand. But careful, this isn't necessarily true for all sectors. If we look at the luxury sector, for example, demand is always higher than supply, even today. This is why luxury companies generate huge turnover and are very profitable. For most sectors, however, supply exceeds demand, meaning companies won't necessarily sell everything they manufacture. It's the customers who are now pulling the products. Markets are opening up and competition from low-cost countries is fierce. Cost control is no longer the only key to success. To attract customers, a wider product mix with more options is introduced. In the automotive sector, for example, offers include different colors and car models, as well as different engines. Another key factor of success appears: quality, with the implementation of quality-driven initiatives known as Total Quality Management, or TQM. Next comes the current period, that of mass personalization. Our supply and demand curves are constantly increasing in parallel to the rise in standards of living and world population. Small volumes of the same reference are produced that, when placed end-to-end, constitute huge volumes. In the fashion, textile, food, and automotive sectors, there are now multiple options, and business markets are global. New production methods, known as Agile methods, emerge. These are based on quality and cost control, deadline management, and, most importantly, the ability to adapt to customer needs, a model largely inspired by lean management. So, what about lean management? When and where did it appear? Lean was born in Japan at Toyota in the 1950s. After World War II, Japan is devastated and lacks the economic power of European and American automobile companies. These tough constraints lead the Japanese car manufacturer to invent a new system, the Toyota Production System, or TPS. This system is based on principles, tools, and common sense. Unlike the Taylorist model, the TPS Organization Model is less pyramidal and relies on collective intelligence. From the 70s to the 90s, when Western companies faced the same constraints as Toyota, with supply outpacing demand, they suddenly took an interest in the TPS model. In the 70s and 80s, MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, theorized the TPS model and renamed it lean management, or just enough, or just in time. If you'd like to find out more about the history of lean, I recommend reading the book The Machine That Changed the World, which has been translated into several languages. Lastly, I'd like to tell you about a new lean trend called lean green, or sustainable lean. Lean green emerged in the 2010s when the business community became aware of the need to fight climate change and the depletion of non-renewable resources. a crucial topic that we'll discuss again soon.